All right, good afternoon. It is January 19th, 2017, and we are finally back for our second episode of Good Morning Mainframe. Today is me, Geoff, and I'm joined by only one of our members, JR.
Hey guys, good to be back. Glad to be back on to our second episode now of Good Morning Mainframe.
It's about time we got back at it. First episode was not bad. Using one mic for multiple people is a bit of an issue, but trying our best now. With two people here, it should be a lot better.
Yeah.
Crisper.
We learn as you go.
We will have, hopefully get the other guys on throughout the episodes as we go along. I do plan on doing all 47 episodes. If it takes me, a year or 5 years.
Yeah.
It'll eventually happen.
And between the five of us, we'll hopefully aim to
get out
an episode on a weekly basis.
First episode had, I don't know how many views we had. 40 or 50 people, maybe.
Not bad.
A few of them was us, obviously, but I mean, even if 10 or 15 people sat down and listened to it, that's pretty good.
It is.
We had one comment asking when the next episode was, but that was 3 months ago, so we're back.
I think that comment might have pushed us a little bit to get this going this week.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't see it till only last week.
So we apologize for that.
But we're here, and we're going to do episode 2, which is entitled Racing the Clock, season 1, episode 2 of Reboot. We just watched it. Any first impressions or anything you want to get before we dive into the episode itself?
No. Well, we'll talk about it more later, but the intro I got a good chuckle out of. Other than that, we made note of the fact that this is the episode that introduces hexadecimal for the first time.
Yes, first time we could see hexadecimal.
So I guess they're just trying to get the main characters out of the gate as fast as they can with the first few episodes.
All right, we'll go right into the review of the episode. Starts off with Dot's Diner, like most episodes are probably going to. And we see Enzo with loads of windows around him.
Yeah. The name of his, he has a delivery service, apparently. Name is called Enzo's Overwrite Delivery Service, I believe.
Enzo's Overwrite Delivery Service.
Yeah.
So basically he's just trying to start a business where he delivers stuff for people.
Exactly. Trying to, make some cash on
He says like any day, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
Whoever, no matter who it is.
He's not doing so hot though, because the only person who replied to him was a wrong phone call.
Yeah, so it starts off with a wrong phone call for his business.
Yeah.
I don't even pay attention to what he asked.
Oh,
but he just said wrong phone number. Dot and Bob show up and they ask him what he's doing. He's talking about the business and how he's got so many people interested.
I had to make note of this. It actually made me chuckle loud. But I love how Dot comes in. Cecil's pretty chill about it. And Bob tries to come in. Cecil slams the door in his face.
Yeah.
I thought that was... Yeah.
I got wrote down here, Bob's nose gets fucked.
Yeah. It did. Totally. I thought it was rude of Cecil, but that's just me.
It was a quick joke. It was one of the best ones of this episode, really.
Yeah.
Because I never seen it coming at all. Literally, Dot walked in and then he slammed the door on Bob.
I didn't either. This episode had a few good jokes. Mine might have been like a little bit cheesy or corny, but overall the jokes weren't too bad. But that one from the get-go, yeah.
So we go to Enzo sleeping. Obviously, no interest in his business. And he gets a phone call from Megabyte.
Of all people.
Of all people. The main villain.
Because even villains need to have reliable delivery services.
So basically, Megabyte tells him that he wants him to deliver a package. Enzo's hesitant at first, but then he's excited because Megabyte says he'd like to get Enzo to do all of his business.
Yeah, so that's got him pretty pumped. And he responds like, oh great, can't wait to tell Bob and Dot about this. Oh wait, no I can't. They're not going to like this one.
He goes,
not at all.
Like it. She hates your guts.
Yeah.
So the first package is given to Enzo, and we find out he wants to deliver to hexadecimal. So the first time we ever heard the name hexadecimal without seeing the character.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've always felt she had a great name, by the way. Like hexadecimal. I don't know. So that's a cool name for her.
Yeah, for sure. They don't show her right away. They say her name.
No, much further into the episode.
We find out that she lives in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
So obviously a pun on Los Angeles.
That was a great play on words.
Yeah. We get to... Yeah, he receives the package. Inside, we don't know what it is.
Not at first, no.
Bob and Dot ask... he tells Bob and Dot they got his first order. And apparently it's for a guy named John Luke.
John Luke, yeah, he's...
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. But he does tell them that
it's for hexadecimal.
This hexadecimal. So they're like, okay. They have a pretty slow reaction to the fact he's like, wait a minute, Hexadecimal.
Yes, because Bob and Doc go to take care of a tear.
Yeah, they're taking
mend
a
a tear.
tear.
And when they come back, he tells them that he's got a package for
He's got a
Hexadecimal.
job lined up.
So Doc thinks it's dangerous to go to Los Angeles and asks Bob to deliver a package for him. And Bob agrees, which is fine.
So Bob and Enzo go to
I think it's more like Bob goes there and Enzo follows him without knowing.
Good point, because you're right, because Bob never acknowledges Enzo being there the whole time, so you're right.
They go to Los Angeles for the first time, so we see...
Let's just backtrack a bit. Bob does use glitch, though, to look inside the package to see what the package is.
Yes, we see a mask.
Yeah, a mask with a clock on the top part of the head.
It's like, what are those masks called?
Porcelain-like mask.
Porcelain doll masks?
Yeah, something like that. So... the whole time they're like, it could be a bomb. They look at the package and they see a mask with a timer on it. Still don't acknowledge the fact, this is not a bomb. It's a mask just with a timer. Could be a bomb at all.
So then the scene cuts to Bob going to Los Angeles. And it starts out with him getting lost. He goes into a random portal. He gets thrown out right at the beginning of Los Angeles again.
To which he says as a great line, why do I always get lost in Los Angeles?
And that's when we see Enzo breaking the fort wall, talking to the camera.
Yes.
Explaining, he's like, well, I'm glad it wasn't me that delivered the package.
Oh, Enzo boy.
So then we finally get to meet Hexadecimal for the first time.
Well, don't forget the nulls.
Was that before or after?
Before, because I think as Bob was going towards a place, I thought.
Okay,
that's
so
Bob gets nulls on the ground.
Bob gets turned around a bit. Turns into he has to chase nulls, which are like, how would you describe them?
They kind of look like slugs.
They're little, slugs.
Like they look like slugs,
with like neon colors.
Yeah, they're all
tie dye. They're all
tall dye, very array of colors. Not to jump too much further into the show, but
because at this point we don't know what they are. He says he's following nulls.
Yeah,
and they just look like little creatures. But
and I think they more so hang around Los Angeles.
Yeah, they. I think they obey Hexadecimal, or they're drawn to her.
Under her control, perhaps.
And to our knowledge, later in the season or next season, they explain how nulls are people or sprites that are lose function or die. Basically, they turn into nulls.
Exactly. So we'll find out later into the seasons.
Don't quote me on that. I don't know the exact specifics, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are.
That's right. They play a bigger role, I guess, further into the storyline and such. Yes.
So we backtrack to when Megabyte was telling Enzo about the package. We noticed that Hexadecimal's pet, Scuzzy, is watching from afar, and we get to meet Hexadecimal for the first time. He informs her that they are planning on giving her a bomb that has a delete command built into it. So when she wears the mask and the timer goes to 0, she deletes herself.
That's right.
Basically a bomb, which she finds out about thanks to Scuzzy.
Yes.
It's a pretty... we'll just talk about Hexadecimal for a second because we get to meet her for the first time. She's obviously like bipolar.
She's got a little bit of schizophrenia or something on it.
Yeah, she switches happy, sad with a movement of her arm across her face and her masks. She's always wearing porcelain masks.
Yeah, she's... To me, she was always a cool, well-done villain. Like the fact that every time she portrays her emotion, not only is she just speaking emotionally, of course, but to change up the face and everything too.
Kudos to the actress that voices her, because the tones that she goes from soft to loud to soft to loud. She goes from angry, mad, sad, happy all the time.
And her angry face is pretty creepy with the teeth.
It's scary,
with the teeth and everything like that.
So basically, she's portrayed as like a middle-aged woman.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Sprite.
Yeah.
She has like a peacock cape to her. I don't know what you would call it. All the spikes hanging off from her back.
Kind of reminds me of Mr. Sinister from X-Men.
Mr. Sinister, yeah. And she has a great voice.
Yeah.
It really fits the character.
Personally, I've always liked her better as a villain than I did Megabyte.
Yeah.
I don't dislike Megabyte, but I always thought from the get-go when I used to watch, I was like, oh, Hexadecimal is way cooler than Megabyte.
And what we find out between both of them is that, like, yes, they are villains, and yes, they are viruses. I think Hexadecimal is a virus. Or she's considered a virus. Or maybe she's, like, malware or spyware. Like, she's not quite a virus, but she's
that was something
infected.
We'll obviously look into further as we go along.
But they also are both comic reliefs.
Yeah.
They always have their funny moments.
They have their comic relief aspects about them, for sure.
Obviously,
her reaction to Scuzzy and all that stuff.
Her interaction with Scuzzy is pretty funny. Her rapport with him.
Yeah.
She hates him and she loves him and drops him down the hole and then stops him from going into the abyss.
Yeah, she didn't want to see Scuzzy. Yeah. Dropped him down into the portal. I was like, oh wait, I was happy to see you.
And then of course, Megabyte has Hack and Slash.
Of course.
As his comic relief.
So further along, she basically breaks open the package in front of Bob and realizes, oh, it's a mask and all that kind of stuff. She's like, I already have a mask.
Yep.
You keep it instead. To which she slams it or sticks it on Bob's face.
Yeah, Bob says, well, I don't want to return it. Or she tells Bob it's from Megabyte.
Yes.
And he didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah, that's when he
So
learns it's from Megabyte.
he was under the impression it was for Jean-Luc. From Jean-Luc.
Yeah, you should have questioned.
I
that
don't
from
know what the
get-go.
trivia what that is yet. Yeah, so as he tries to leave, she forces the mask on him and sends him flying to Megabyte.
Yeah,
with the
through her
mask.
portals. So I guess she's able to create portals where
Yeah.
they want to go.
She says right after he should reach Megabyte's tower by the time the mask hits zero.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool ability of hers.
And then we see Bob flying. Enzo informs Dot of the whole situation with Megabyte
Yes.
and the mask and says, we got to stop Bob before the
Anything
bomb
bad
goes
happens,
off,
the
right?
bomb goes off.
So
that's-
they see him flying through the air.
Which is kind of funny because unless I missed something, he couldn't get the mask off, throw it into the portal. It comes out of the portal, mask is already
Yeah,
off.
so we noticed that.
He found a way to get it
She
off.
puts it on, and he has his face up against the mask trying to haul it off. And then she sends him flying. But when we see Bob again in the air, he has the mask off in his hand. But he doesn't realize it's a bomb.
Yeah, he has yet to realize that bomb poses a danger.
So all this confusion goes on, and all of a sudden, a game
The
appears.
game breaks out.
And we were questioning, I was curious about this, the whole concept of a purple cube. I know we made the joke last time of a GameCube, but I know for a fact it had nothing to do with the GameCube because it was years before.
Years before. But you're right though, like it's good to, it does make me curious as well, like does the fact that it's a cube and that it's purple this way shaped, does that have any kind of significance to
I
it?
don't know if it
If
has...
anybody out there realizes or knows if it actually does have something to
Yeah,
do with
I
the
know-
mainframe or just computer
The computer aspect
terminologies and stuff,
with the purple cube.
that'd be great to know.
So, Bob goes into the game
You
with the
also
mask.
acknowledged, made a good point too, which I never realized. You had to enter the game from underneath the cube.
Yes, you have
rather
to.
than
You
the
have
sides.
to enter the game from the bottom. You can't get in from the sides. Apparently, if you try to enter through the sides, it can delete you.
Oh,
That's the impression. Like I don't know what episode it was, but if they jumped at a machine went into the side of the cube, it just gets demolished or blows up,
Demolished or-
whatever, it deletes itself.
obliterated.
So I don't know if that's.
So a lot of aspects of the cube is pretty damn
Yeah, we
dangerous.
don't know. It's very dangerous to their environment, obviously,
Yeah.
and
To which my reaction was, oh great, he's got a bomb strapped on him, and sure enough, a game appears out of nowhere.
so Enzo, Dot, and Bob all enter the game.
With, a
Enzo
few of
and
the,
Dot.
with a few of the civilians as well.
Yeah, with your what are they even called? I don't even know what the people of Mainframe are called. I don't think they're sprites.
They're not sprites?
No, because I think humanoids are sprites, to my knowledge. But anyway, all the locals are in there as well. Dot and Enzo's plans on stopping Bob before the bomb breaks. Bob's intention is to win the game, so it
Yeah.
doesn't do any damage to Mainframe.
Yeah, so the game happens to be pretty much Formula One racing,
The game is Formula One. The game is a Formula One game,
which at least starts off as Formula One.
and when Bob reboots, the mask becomes part of his car. Dot and Enzo, as we mentioned, have no interest in winning the game. They don't want to warn Bob of his impending doom.
Yeah, help him out if anything.
So yeah, from my memory of the episode, I knew it was cars, but I forgot all about the
The hovercraft,
hovercrafts and the planes.
and then turning into jets towards
Jets,
the
yeah.
final lap of the race.
So basically, it's made out to be 3 laps.
Yeah,
First lap is cars, second lap is hovercrafts, and the third is planes or jets.
yeah, which I thought was pretty cool. Nice little twist to it, or
Yeah.
spin to it.
It's great that they put that much effort into digitally animating cars, hovercrafts, and planes all in
Yeah.
the same episode.
Yeah,
And we get to meet the user of the game, which is a white car with shark.
with shark logo
Shark
on it,
teeth
or
on the
graphic
side.
on it, which is pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the one they have to beat.
and he's pretty aggressive. He was taking a lot of players as they go.
Yeah, as the casuals or the local fellows pass him, he was pushing
Yeah.
off the road.
And I guess as always, the user has more abilities at his hands rather than the users or the players.
Yeah,
Because he was able to create a ramp to try to throw Bob off.
Bob was catching him, and he decides to make a ramp.
Yeah, he drops bombs during the hovercraft
Yeah.
lap.
Yeah, he drops
which
mines.
Bob, like a boss, gets through all of them. And then all the civilians go around the corner.
Just get annihilated.
Annihilated. They hit every single bomb.
Yeah.
They don't die in one or two. They
Even
just,
Dot and Enzo hit the bombs.
there you go. They go clear flying over
Oh,
over the
we
race.
skipped over one of the few jokes the episodes when Dot catches up to Bob in the car and says,
Right.
"Your car's a bomb."
Your car's a bomb. Which Bob replies, I know, it only has 1 nitro. I'll give him credit. Like I said before, there's some bad jokes here and there, but that one I thought was pretty
Well,
great.
I mean, at the beginning of the Formula One game, Bob says, "Oh, it's a Formula One game. Good thing we know the formula."
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
So there you go. Terrible joke, but they make up for it with
Yeah,
carry
and that's the
bomb.
second time. He also said he got lost in Los Angeles. Right? It's just
I don't know. As punny as that one is,
that's
I
a
kind of like that one.
a terrible.
Shows my terrible humor that I have. Yeah.
So
I guess it was terrible.
Bob and the user are neck to neck in the race. Dot and Enzo are trying to get Bob's attention so the car doesn't blow up on him.
Yeah, at this point they're already in the final lap and they're in the jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mask is almost at 1 or 0.
Exactly what you said. They're definitely neck and neck.
Enzo and Bob hijack a
Enzo and Dot.
tractor trailer, a truck with a tanker attached to it.
Yeah, basically a gasoline truck.
I guess, yeah, a big tanker on the back.
That's right.
And they use that to block the finish line.
Yeah,
So Bob would have no other choice but to evacuate.
That's right. So yeah, you're right. And they set up there, they do a quick U-turn or whatever to knock the tanker off to the side.
So I don't know if this happens anymore, but there is no winner or loser in the game. I don't know how often that happens.
I don't know how often that happens either. Now, what happened was obviously in the show, both the user and Bob crash into it.
Yeah, so
Explosion
just
goes
before
off.
the finish line, they both crash.
Yeah.
Luckily
Leaving
for
Enzo and Dot to believe that
Bob
he's
was
dead.
still in it, yeah. They thought he might explode with the car, and then they
Exactly.
see him zip line down.
Yeah, because Bob's unstoppable.
Because
Let's face it.
Glitch can do anything.
Yeah, Glitch can do anything.
Uh,
Now, with that being said, I believe the explosion from the delete command from the mask, I think, basically messes up the game.
so it was a delete command,
Yes,
so it corrupts the game, and it kind of like implodes.
pretty much.
So my only guess is that the game is obviously trying to fight off the corruption,
Oh yeah,
and the bomb is trying to destroy whatever it's destroying, right? It just explodes inside the game.
here you go.
So it's almost like it worked out perfect that the game implodes into itself. It takes the bomb with it.
A corrupted file.
Yeah, a corrupted file. It takes the bomb with it, so no damage is done to mainframe.
Exactly. So my first reaction was, okay, well, the civilians are good as dead. Because they got everything's the implosion's sucking everything in.
As the implosion's happening, it's
Bob and the
sucking
gang
every piece,
hide.
every pixel. You see
Exactly.
everything falling apart, pixelated.
Now, that being said, one of them was about to, meet his demise,
Yeah.
but Bob catches him in time.
And it seems like everyone got away scot-free.
Yeah, because my question every time either a user wins or something like that happens is like, okay, how many civilians make it out of it this time? But
Yeah.
in this episode, they all came out of it pretty fine.
Yep. I know a couple times they do lose games. For the majority there, they usually win. That's how the episodes go. But I don't know if this ever happens again where the game gets corrupted
Yeah,
like this.
obviously we'll see as it go, but I feel like it's rare.
Yeah, even in the first game there was a winner, but Megabyte infected the game himself. Right?
Yes, he did.
So it's 2 episodes in a row where it's
Bastard.
been infected by something. But they do have normal games with winners and losers
That's right.
for the most part. That's what I remember the show being.
Yeah, but nonetheless, everyone made it. Enzo was feeling bad this whole time about not telling Bob the truth. His exact word is, I should have copied and pasted the truth.
Right from the start.
Yeah. So that's a life lesson out there, guys. Remember to always copy and paste the truth.
Also,
Words to live by.
one thing I wrote down was in the F1 game, they use kilometers per hour
Yes.
instead of miles per hour, which indicates Canadian or North American. It's not U.S. It's U.S. use miles and Canada uses kilometers per hour. So
That was a good observation. I never noticed that.
and a few of the signs around the track was like energy, ENER, and then the big letter G. I don't know that it's obviously it's a pun on energy.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that represented. That might be a brand for race cars for them, right?
Could be something that's obviously mean you're not too aware of. Overall.
And like Dot and Enzo had their suits said Dot's Diner. They had like a little representation of Dot's Diner on their suits, and Bob had bits and bytes.
Yes.
It was spelled out as computer bits and bytes.
Exactly. So it's just a play on word once again.
But that's it for the game. They get out fine. Enzo was contacted by Megabyte saying that you failed.
Yeah, and unfortunately he got fired.
Enzo was fired by Megabyte for not delivering
he's
the package.
right back where he started.
And episode ends. Hack and Slash hold an enormous bomb in front of Megabyte.
I thought this was pretty good too.
This was a pretty good joke. to
Like,
end off the
sorry,
episode.
boss. She said she already had one, so she decided to give it back.
Yeah, stating that Hexodus already had one. I guess this is another bomb that he sent.
Oh yeah, he said it looked like a giant hydrogen bomb or something like that.
It was yeah,
Yeah,
and I guess he sent Hack and Slash, and she sent them back saying she already had one
yeah.
because these guys are like numbskulls.
They're quite terrible cronies to say the least.
And then the bomb goes off with Megabyte screaming their names.
Yeah. So then I said to Geoff, I was like, okay, well, what's Megabyte got against hexadecimal? Because I don't know what.
No, and then my memory, because I haven't watched the show in years, is that they're brother and sister. But I don't know if that's true or not. We'll find out as the seasons go on.
Yeah, but nonetheless, he doesn't like hexadecimal as well as Bob and the gang.
So on the wiki, there is some references. I guess there's like trivia about the episode. See how many of these applied. Might be interesting for us to know.
Yes.
Bob is using glitch to X-ray the package. One angle shows part of Bob and Dot through the X-ray, and they are wireframes.
Oh, wow.
the basic structure of any CGI shapes.
Oh, that's clever.
that was fair. A smartly dressed boy known named Jean-Luc calls Enzo for Dot's data compression takeout. A clear reference to Jean-Luc Picard
Ah, I had a
from
feeling
Star
it
Trek
was, but
Next Generation.
yeah.
He is even wearing an altered version of the Starfleet uniform. So I never noticed him. Is he? Okay. Jean-Luc is the guy who calls the wrong
Originally,
number.
but had the wrong number.
And now that I think about it, he was wearing the Starfleet uniform
Yes,
colors.
I do remember the color scheme.
Yeah,
Good point.
yeah, with the rank insignia on the right breast.
That is very crafty.
That was really good.
Awesome.
When Hack and Slash tried to stop Enzo from pushing the vid window into Megabyte, because when he finds out he wants all the deliveries for Megabyte, he gets excited and pushes up against the window, and the window just keeps going towards Megabyte. And Hack and Slash haul out baseball gloves.
They do, yeah.
To
I
stop
didn't notice the black
window.
black
I
baseball
thought it was
gloves.
boxing, but
I thought it was
is-
boxing
it
too,
is
but
baseball.
you're right though. They were holding back the screen.
Oh, and apparently Mainframe Sluggers is wrote on the gloves.
The official baseball team of Mainframe.
In the game, an advert for CIFELI, Cepfly tires is shown. This is a combination of Pirelli, the tire company, and
Okay.
Benny Cefelli, the sales rep for SGI. The stadium signs are called Monaco Racetrack, a pun on Monaco Grand Prix, French Grand Prix
Yes.
de Monaco,
Yeah, held in Monaco, yeah.
which is a Formula One race circuit held in Monaco and Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
It has been running ever since 1929.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. All these jokes, like you never catch on to.
No,
These
but then
references,
again,
right?
we're not like
We're not up
racing.
on that stuff
We're not
anymore,
racing
yeah.
fanatics either. So how will we know some of this?
Plutonium Graphics is a wordplay on Silicon Graphics. This company was made workstations used to create the Reboot series. Just the workstations. So they had nothing to do with the show, it's just the workstations they used.
Yeah.
Bosch Built is written on a tanker truck. A clever wordplay on Peterbilt Motors Company, the manufacturer of heavy-duty trucks in Texas and Texas, USA. And the name Bosch comes from the show's editor, Boschier. There are various billboards such as Null Away,
I saw another way, yeah.
SL McGinty Motors, Googleophonic Electronics, Silicon Snacks Microchips
Wow.
on the game's racetrack. Man, I've never seen any of these.
Only one that jumped out at me was the Nullaway.
Yeah, no way. Yeah. A binome, I think that's what they're called.
Binomes, yes.
Yeah. A binome by the track holding a sign for Bob's current position, which explains 18th place. The text is actually upside down. The sign reads unknown address, 81st place. 81st place. When the game is corrupted, an infinite data/else-if loop is spawned. This is probably an in-joke on software engineers who use way too many else-if statements on programming languages. Yeah, else-if. I did one computer class
One small.
in high school, and I remember
Yeah.
using else-if a lot.
On what, for like HTML and stuff?
It was based on we were building lighthouses,
Okay.
and it was like when you hit this button, the light comes on. Else if, like if not, this should happen or this should happen, like commands.
Oh, okay.
From my knowledge, I guess they used that a lot based in the early 90s.
I guess so, yeah. I'm not familiar with
we were
that
using
kind
that
of
in
stuff.
the early, like mid 2000s. We were using that. So
Yeah.
I can just imagine how much it was used back in when CGI was first into it.
That's right.
One of the Reboot adventure games was based on this episode. I don't know what the Reboot adventure game is, but anyway, that's all the trivia they have for that episode. And overall, it wasn't too bad. I think it was probably a bit better than the pilot. And I mean, there's episodes get so much better in the later seasons.
Yeah, the episode wasn't too bad at all. Like I did find it kind of humorous the fact that Enzo's trying to do a delivery service and that main Megabyte, this big badass villain, decides to use a delivery service to try to go after his villains and stuff or his enemies. And some of the jokes, once again, I appreciate some of the jokes in today's episode.
Yep.
The game itself wasn't too bad, racing game.
The racing game was interesting.
It was mildly entertaining.
Like I said, I love the CGI of the cars, hovercrafts, and planes all used in the one game.
And how it wasn't just Formula One the whole way, how they did cars, hovercrafts, and jets, spice things up.
The AI it's not the AI. They are the AI. The user being a shark was pretty cool. They always use the users are some type of, I guess, I know what I'm trying to say, scary animal to make it look menacing, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like intimidating graphics and all that stuff.
Yeah,
on the
like
vehicle.
that was a shark.
Like the way
use a
jets,
bear
fighter
or a
jets back in
tiger.
the day had
Yeah,
fighter jet, like long graphics on their planes.
that was cool to see.
Yeah.
Overall, I thought the episode was pretty good. Do you have a rating for it?
I give it a 3 out of 5 just because, like I said before, I mean,
down 3 out of 5.
yeah, I like some of the jokes. The episode wasn't terrible. It wasn't like action packed or up on the higher scale, but it wasn't a bad episode. I wasn't bored.
No.
So I would definitely give it a 3 out of 5.
I thought it was good. It was
Yeah.
for a second episode. I don't think you can go wrong, really.
Oh no. They got a good rhythm on the go.
So next week or whenever we decide to do the next episode is called Quick and the Fed. Quick and the Fed, as in past tense of eating.
Can you have any recollection of
No,
what goes on in the episode?
I'm looking at one picture here, and it says Dot partially erased. So to my knowledge, I won't read the synopsis. I'm just trying to go based on my knowledge. I believe Dot gets food poisoning.
Oh.
From I want to say a burger joint. She has bad food from it, and it almost deletes her. It gets her so sick that she starts turning near invisible.
It's starting to
You know
come
what I
back
mean?
to
Like
me.
she gets. I think it's just their version of food poisoning.
So what's wrong with her eating from her own diner?
Yeah, I know. I don't know how she managed to do that to her, but
Must have got sick of her own food that week.
that's all my knowledge of that. I don't even know what the game is on that, so
No.
it's nice to go in with a kind of new, like watching it for the first time again.
Well, exactly. Like,
Obviously
I
watched
watched
the
the
whole
occasional
series.
episode here and there, but there are so many episodes I haven't seen due to the fact that, back in the day, for whatever reason, just didn't hold my attention. But I'm looking forward now to seeing this and other episodes as we go.
Yeah, hopefully we can get this up on some type of podcasting hosting service and not just through YouTube. We can do that too, but podcasting is a lot easier to do.
Yeah, all in good time.
All in good time. So, any final words, Jay?
No, I'm actually enjoying. I'm glad to be back doing another episode now. Like I said before, I would love to get back into full swings of more updated videos and all that kind of stuff.
And it's not too bad of a series to do. There's only 47 episodes, and I'm not sure if that includes the movies or not. And if it doesn't, then we're not talking very much longer than
That's right.
50 episodes all together.
Yep.
And so it's not going to take a whole lot of time to get 50 episodes done. It's not like people doing series that have been going on are still going.
Oh, wow.
Like the Simpsons or The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones. I mean, sure.
One show at a time, I guess.
Yeah. But anyway, for Geoff and JR, this is Good Morning
Mainframe.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Later.
They say the user lives outside the net and inputs games for pleasure. No one knows for sure, but I intend to find out. Reboot!